Oh, she's up at last. She's a little bit late this morning. Normally she has the kettle on by 1:15. Do you know, before last week, I never noticed her. And now I'm an expert. I shouldn't have done that.
Right, you're in luck, because one of our nurses can see you this morning.
Oh, thank you. I should have called earlier. I don't know why I get so distracted.
You know, it would be a good idea if you set up a regular appointment. I could sort that out for you if you'd like to hold on.
Oh, there she goes. Straight to her reflection. I think she's probably an actress, wouldn't you say?
I am very busy, so,
Oh, I'm sorry. Gosh, I'm turning into one of those people. It's just... I never really looked before. You know, you can live somewhere and never really...
Right. You're in the diary between 10:30 and 11. Hope that's okay for you. Bye-bye.
You have one message in mailbox 1.
Hi, gorgeous. It's Matthew. Are you up for a drink tonight?
Since you didn't return any of my calls, I assume you're bailing out on Lizzie's visit.
Well, if you assume that, then why are you asking me?
Because if there's any chance you'll change your mind.
I'll be there.
Zara, if this is some kind of new game...
I'm not going to beg. If you'd rather I abandoned you...
No, I don't. I wouldn't be here. I hoped since the other night... Well, I understand there's nothing in it for you.
Apart from a warm and gooey feeling in my heart. Maybe I'd just like to see Izzy.
Well, that's great. I'll catch you later. Thank
you. Sorry, patient monitoring survey.
I haven't got through this one yet.
Well, if you got here on time.
I was only 10 minutes late.
I'll see you guys later.
You're off. Oh, Cherry, I meant to warn you about one of your patients, Geraldine Buck. Sounds like a bit of a time waster.
Got ya. See ya.
Listen, if you see Daniel, would you tell him that I want to speak to him, please?
Is that before or after the survey?
Forget it, I'll tell him myself. I need those figures.
I need those figures.
This reputation has led to the opening of the spec.
Been working on him a week.
You to some horses. Not very well. There is...
Dame is a dame, there's bound. What about this old chapel in Woburn, Buckinghamshire? Faithfully restored, it's got 5 bedrooms and a kitchen that you wouldn't need to alter. It's bang on budget at £500,000.
Or in Wedhampton, Wiltshire, John and Carol could go for this 16th century thatched roof cottage. It's Grade 2 listed and packed with those all-important original features. With nooks and crannies
Thank
and plenty,
goodness.
the asking price is also
Hello?
Hi, it's Cherry from the Mill Health Centre.
Oh, come on up. The keys are inside the letterbox.
The large windows that...
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to be as gentle as I can.
It's not your fault. It's stupid me for scolding them.
Oh, you do know that you're going to have to stay off then.
I know. The hospital said... Oh, it's such a stupid situation. So Princess Margaret.
Can I make you a cup of tea?
No, I should be making you one. What about a sandwich? I've got some takeaway.
Oh, okay. It's hot in here.
Yeah, the blasted boiler. The landlord put it in when I was away with my class. That's how I burnt these. I thought I'd have a nice quiet bath and...
Oh, I hope you kicked up a fuss.
I tried, but you can't win these things. The landlord said I should have read the instructions. I didn't know there were any to read.
Do you mind if I...
Oh, no, please go for it.
Oh, I say.
Oh, you like him, do you? That's Tarzan, at least that's what I call him.
I can see why.
He never gets tired. And that one's... Oh, Cat Lady. That pussycat's her baby.
Oh.
And the pretty girl in the middle is Miranda. At least that's what I call her. This morning I realised she's probably waiting for her big break.
Well, Geraldine, I should...
Wait! There's our mystery man. Do you see? I've seen him in the other flats. I think he's a property manager.
He doesn't look very happy.
No. I wonder what's wrong. Miranda's his favourite. He goes round there almost every day. She normally makes him tea.
Well, he looks a lot calmer now, so...
Sorry, do you mind closing the window?
No, of course.
Maybe halfway?
Okay.
Do you know, I'm worried about him. He looks tense to me. What do you think?
I don't think that we should be snooping.
It's not snooping. It's just getting a better look. Before, these were getting dusty in the drawer, but now...
Well, Geraldine, I'll leave you my number, and if you've got any problems with the dressing, then just give me a call, okay?
Right.
Mill Health Centre?
Oh, Julius, I was expecting Karen.
I think she's probably popped out for a coffee. Can I help?
I'm afraid that I'm running a bit late. I was hoping that someone could call my patients.
Let me guess. Geraldine Buck. I did warn you.
I know, but she was so lovely, and when she started pointing out the window, well, I couldn't stop her.
Well, then don't look. You haven't got time to get involved, Sherry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yes, of course I'll ask Karen to call you other patients.
All right, Julia, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Look, I can come back if you like.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I think I might have been overly hasty in requesting that I go part-time.
Oh, really?
Unfortunately, my meeting with Sapphire didn't go as I'd expected. To be perfectly honest, it went quite badly.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just couldn't get through to her. All the negativity she's experienced is so entrenched.
She wasn't violent towards you, though.
No. Not directly, but clearly she doesn't want to live with me.
Well, looks like you had a lucky escape.
I can't believe you're being so judgmental.
Lily, you just got...
I said very little, quite deliberately. Girls like Sapphire need understanding, not to be written off. Sapphire was testing me, seeing how far she could push. I behaved in exactly the same way, so I understand the dynamic. I just wish I could convince her to trust me.
Can I just say, Lily, that I think that what you're doing, offering to take in a complete stranger, is an amazing gift.
For me as well.
Yeah, I know, and I understand that. It's just that I wonder whether maybe you should start off a bit more gently. I mean, foster, by all means, of course, but perhaps you should look for a child that has fewer issues.
You mean ignore anyone who might actually benefit?
No, I don't mean that.
I began this process because I wanted to change someone's life. Obviously, that's going to be difficult, but that's the whole point in doing it.
That is too much. Hey! I'm watching you!
Can you do me a favour and stick to the schedule? It's just, last time I rushed back and you weren't even ready.
Time slipped away.
Sorry if I sound like a nag. It's just I've got my class and then I have to meet someone.
I understand totally.
Okay. Come on, miss. We have to go. Oh, she's been grizzling for days. Oh, I don't know why. She's not sick and she's been eating really well.
You going to be nice to Daddy or little Miss Grumpy Drawers?
Well, she's grumpy with everyone. I'll get my keys.
Oh. There you go.
She's not grumpy with you, is she?
She's a girl with taste.
Here. You are there.
Oh. Hello.
Look, she likes you.
I think you're saying you'd like to go shopping. Well, we might one day. We could look at dresses. Oh, we could try on shoes.
Oh, she's a bit young for that. Ah, now you're smiling. Well, you want to go shopping with Zara. Well, you could have her for a bit longer. I have to go to the bank anyway, so... Yeah.
Great. I'm going to give you back to Daddy.
Okay. Thank you. Means a lot.
Yeah, well, don't go overboard. It's just a few extra minutes.
This is Geraldine Book. I'm sorry to bother you. Mystery man attacked Miranda.
What?
I called the police and they just trivialised everything, making out I was reporting a broken mug when I wasn't. He threw it at her.
Geraldine, I need you to calm down.
I'm sorry, I'm babbling. I'm so upset. It could be my fault. If I hadn't said anything, he wouldn't have closed the blinds, and now I don't even know what's happening.
Well, you don't need to know. Why don't you leave it to the police?
I've got to get over there. Oh,
Geraldine, you can't.
oh, she could be... Oh, she could be hurt.
Well, it sounds like you're hurting yourself.
Well, somebody's got to do something.
Okay, I'm on my way.
What's it like?
Well, it's dark. This is a big mistake.
You've just got to check she's okay and then you're gone. If he comes back, I'll see him. You can run down the fire escape. And there is a fire escape, isn't there?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Cherry?
It's okay, it's just a kid. I'll call you back, okay? Hi. I'm Cherry Malone from the Mill Health Centre. I'm a nurse. I was hoping that I can come in. Do you mind if I get this? Geraldine.
What does that mean? Just a thumb? Is she all right? What happened?
She's okay. She doesn't speak much English.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Well, how does she expect to get an acting job then?
I don't know.
Ask her about the mirror. That could mean something.
I can't.
Well, there has to be an explanation. She can't just upset the neighbours and then expect them not to worry.
Well, she's okay, so I'm gonna go. I'm really sorry for disturbing you.
What about the bruising? She could be covering for him. Cherry, get out of there!
Who are you? Please explain. What are you doing here?
I've got a patient, and
You work for her?
No. I don't.
Excuse me! Hey! Help me! Please! Woo!
It's time for you to talk to me. Why are you here? What do you want to find?
Nothing. I don't work for Geraldine. She was worried and she...
Worried? Because we argue?
Well, I can see that everything's all right, so...
No. You don't go yet. Sit.
I've called before. I've tried my neighbours. Will you please send somebody immediately? My friend is in danger.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
My niece's English is not so good.
Oh, she's your niece.
Stay. And listen to us. Is your Geraldine going to report us?
I don't know. She was worried that someone was hurt.
I would never hurt anyone.
I'm sorry, I'll explain.
Just... Is it, okay?
I think so. For years I have lived here without anyone noticing. Katya also. She has been here only a few months. But she takes nothing from anyone. She is a good girl.
She practices English in front of the mirror.
She wouldn't write it down so she doesn't learn. This is why we argue. You and I have something in common. I'm a doctor. Except in this country, I work as a laborer. Do you understand? I came here illegally. In this building, there is a boy. He wants to be world-famous weightlifter. In our own country, he would have no chance. But here, I help him with his injuries. Do you think that is terrible? There is also a lady who's old and deaf. My niece gave her a cat, but she has no one. No one to look after her.
I'm not sure what I can do.
Explain to her friend she made a mistake. Ask her, please, not to report us. Pretend we are from somewhere else.
Well, I can't lie. But I will reassure her. And I'll speak to some of my colleagues who'll have better ideas than me.
My name is Sergio. This is Katya.
Hello, Katya. I'm Cherry.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She's teaching you.
Is it okay if I call, see if I can get some help?
Please.
You missed lunch. Let me get you a sandwich.
No way, I've got a pile of work on.
Talk about missing the excitement.
Let me guess. Someone's support stocking exploded.
Very funny. That can't actually happen. Can it?
I'll make it up to you later then.
I've got something on.
Jerry was kidnapped. Well, we had a patient phone us in hysterics. Turned out to be a misunderstanding.
Whatever it is, you can cancel.
I'm seeing Matthew.
Excuse me. If you're not even interested.
I didn't think you were going ahead.
Well, obviously, it's too late to stop it. Anyway, Matthew's bringing Judith tonight.
I'll come with you.
I doubt you want to see her again.
I can try.
Why? Last I heard, you were holier than thou.
Well, you've done something nice for me. I should do something for you.
Maybe I didn't do it for you. Maybe I just think a little girl needs her daddy.
All the more reason.
Okay. Last chance. Do you know any lawyers who could look after a couple of asylum seekers?
So this is Julia's direct number. She can't promise anything, but she's got a lot of contacts, and I know that she'll do her best.
We thought today is going to be a bad day. But we have friends now. We haven't even met.
Please, open up.
Please save her. I go. Please save her. Don't let them take her away. I go. Please, please.
We won't stop trying, I promise.
Yep, I understand. No, it's a start. Exactly. Well, you would think with the shortage of doctors... Well, yes, thank you. Right, I think we have a deal. I've got to be honest, I was really annoyed with Cherry when she dragged us into this, but I think he's got a case. It's great when you can help them.
It's over. The police have taken Serge and Katya in for questioning.
What happened? What did the police say?
You didn't cancel them.
I forgot. Well, if they hadn't done anything wrong, it wouldn't have been a problem.
They hadn't.
They were illegal. They were going to get caught eventually.
They wouldn't have got into trouble if you hadn't been meddling in the first place. I'm sorry, I'm just a bit upset.
Well, it wasn't my fault. All I did was look outside the window. If you think that's wrong...
Let's just drop this.
Well, if you were me, what would you have done? If you really thought Katja was in danger.
Well, I wouldn't have thought that.
If you saw what I saw, you would have. And then what? Would you have just pretended not to see anything?
I think it would have been better if you hadn't have been looking in the first place.
Oh, so I'm supposed to keep the curtains closed and never look outside again? Is that what you're suggesting?
Geraldine, it's been a long day, and I'm going to get back to work.
Lily Hassan?
Hello, it's Kate Fuller. I'm sorry about yesterday.
Yeah, that's fine, thank you.
You might find this a bit of a turnaround, but Sapphire's had a think about things. She'd like me to restart the process and schedule some meetings.
Well, that is somewhat surprising.
That can happen sometimes when you've clients who are so used to putting up barriers. They might have a think about things afterwards. It doesn't mean their decisions will necessarily be positive.
I'm sure.
And she's assuming, because the young never seem to contemplate these things, that you'll still be interested. You don't have to decide straight away, but is there any possibility? Do you still want her?
Never should have got involved.
We all did. There's a very good reason why we try not to get involved.
No time and limited resources.
Well, we can't take on everyone's problems. There is a limit. You know, all we can do is give advice and nobody has to listen. Sometimes the problems are just too big.
So we turn a blind eye?
Yeah, sometimes. It's a matter of preservation, Cherry. You know, all we can do is concentrate on doing our jobs and try our best. Look, why don't you go home and get some rest? And then tomorrow, we get to do this all over again.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Julia, patient monitoring survey.
Oh, gosh, thanks. Gosh, if I'd forgotten this, I would have looked it right. You haven't seen Daniel, have you? It's just that I've been to his room a couple of times. He's never there.
No, he's definitely around. He just popped out to grab a cup of coffee, said he'd be back in time for the family planning clinic.
Well, then he's already late. You haven't noticed anything strange about him? You know, anything unusual?
Well, apart from the usual unusual.
Excuse me, Julia, can I have another word? I'm sorry to keep chopping and changing, but I'm going to have to ask you again if I can work part-time. My relationship with Sapphire's back on track.
Are you sure? Because this morning you seemed...
Apparently she's had a breakthrough. The social worker explained that this can sometimes happen. And to be fair, I did have an insight into her behaviour. So perhaps she's realised she'd be happier with me.
And the social worker actually said this?
Well, people can change, even if they're difficult. You don't believe that's possible?
I think that if you're happy, then I'm happy for you.
I can't believe you don't have an opinion.
Lily, what do you want me to say? You've already told me you're going into this with your eyes wide open.
As I am. I'm confident that this will work out well.
Good. That's great, because whatever you take on is going to be your responsibility. The rest of us can only just stand by and, well, like I said, be happy for you.
I didn't realise he was coming.
It's not a problem, is it?
No. I tried to get away when he managed to corner me.
2 hours of condoms and IUDs. I thought I deserved a drink.
Hey, you.
You don't mind?
Well, of course not.
Thank you.
So he had a sign on the door saying surgery in progress. But when I opened it, he was asleep on the table.
I've been working for hours. Can't say I don't pull my weight, even if I do enjoy the occasional nap.
Daniel.
Oh, she's forgotten our water.
I'll get it.
Oh, I don't mind getting it.
Okay, I'll help. Judith, I just wanted to apologise for my behaviour. It was completely inappropriate.
Oh, it's all right.
No, it's not. It's just... I want you to understand that that wasn't me. I was crazy that day. It was embarrassing. My girlfriend had just dumped me and she'd gone with my best friend. And what's worse is I'd caught them together. How cliched is that? Still, I shouldn't... I just wanted to be with you. You must think I'm...
Oh, don't. Look, I know you're a good man. Obviously, I was a bit surprised, but now that you've explained yourself... Plus, there's a possibility your instincts could be correct. Maybe I can ease your pain.
Well, I think I'd like that.
I didn't do anything. Somebody help me!
So you don't think I need any more treatments?
You've an excellent complexion.
Must be all that brick dust.
You would begrudge our little boy some food after all we've been through.
Yeah, but he doesn't think about chipping in, though, does he?
Judith is a patient.
She's a client, not a patient.
Don't get smart with me, Daniel.
Restaurant food with a deadly ingredient next on BBC One Scotland. A rather serious accusation is being served up in Murder, She Wrote.